I mean, there's definitely some talent in this league. Hey, when you know advances around, the only thing I can ask you is so we can get so listen, so I can get guys to bid on your games. I need you guys to set these games up like Wednesdays and Sundays. Those are the 2 days that you want to check. Wednesday.
Those
You
are
have
the
till
2 days.
Wednesday to set
Well,
it to play one
nah,
game.
not well. Yeah, and
And
if
you don't
you
want the
can.
games played like late, but I mean it worked out. But what you know what I mean? Just not really good. But
I think he had fell asleep, so he couldn't really schedule it.
yeah. All right. So if I'm looking here at runs, make sure. You ran it.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel.
This running back
These
kept
folks
breaking
are
tackles.
fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2.
Yeah,
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Somebody just got hurt.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
I just want to check in and get the points.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Grant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Over!
The first carry for Josh Adams. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they try the right side here. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Why didn't he run?
I don't know. I should have.
The Bills send the punter out. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
You need to play in that.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And the Jets set to take the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, they're about to come. All right.
On 2nd down, Rosen. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action. It's Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches, don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now a play fake here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. That's caught inside the 20s. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Crowell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
You heard me, Jonga?
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. To throw, it's Allen. And he fires one incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Stepping, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. The extra point hits the left upright, but goes through anyway. And that makes the score 21-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A big play here for the Bills. 49 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Over.
They go with a fullback line, and he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Green 39. Over.
On 3rd down, Allen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. That's caught right side by Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this.
Fine now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Fine now, look at
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll start by running the option to the right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit!
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From midfield, here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. Oh, look at that. And now running right through him. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Love. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A big play here for Buffalo. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Detroit!
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. Jukes by again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Watch it now, Marty!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the 2nd half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39!
Allen looking to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit!
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough 1st half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Devontae Freeman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. Now Myers for the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by one more. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And the Bills getting set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that.
Anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
The Bills on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Now let's go!
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bills have recovered.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point. Back now in Buffalo, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out come the Jets.
Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Freeman again. And an alley to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Herndon's got it complete. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Eluding the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now the pitch to Freeman. A gain of 3, second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. He can run for it, and he will. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Their mobile, agile quarterback. A 10-yard touchdown run. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Bills. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Hurry up, here we go.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They are making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Allen. Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Check three, check three. Check motion.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where was that all game? Or maybe just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other two-thirds, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Bills say they have it, and they do. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flush to his right. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Gun! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Black 99 Philly, here we go! Gun! 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 Gun!
And here's Allen to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go!
To the air, Allen. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.